Waiting for Instagram. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah in Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And of course, Jeff Lewis, the Jeff Lewis After Show. Oh my God, I missed y'all. I know we went live on Friday, but it was kind of weird not going live all 5 days last week. I know a lot of us had like multiple Thanksgivings, some drama, a lot of happiness. Y'all were missing people. So I hope overall you had an amazing long weekend and you're back to work or back to doing all the things today. Shout out, get comfortable in comments. We love to hear what you have to think, and we will try to make time for comments or questions at the end. Okay, as always, we get started with shout out news, which is kind of a mixture of I don't know. It seems like the podcasters, Instagram, Jeff's exes, anything that interests me, 90 Day Fiance. And then, of course, we'll get into a recap fan chat of Jeff Lewis and the Jeff Lewis After Show. So, like I said, get comfortable in comments. Make sure you're following me, all the things. If you happen to join late, this goes up as a replay on everywhere except TikTok. TikTok doesn't allow replays for some reason. So, anyways, okay, let's get started. We are going to chat a little of Scott Anderson, Heather McDonald, 90 Day Fiance binge, Kim Zolciak. What else? Oh my gosh. I think that's all. Rick and Kelly, Bethenny Frankel, and Andy Cohen live. That's a lot for us to get through before we even get to Jeff Lewis. So get comfortable. We usually last about 45 minutes. Sometimes it's too much and we go to an hour. So we all figure it out. Oh my gosh. Shout out Australia. Okay. So y'all know Scott engaged, have me blocked, but thank you to the amazing Jeff Lewis sleuths that send me all the information and the pictures. Apparently, he made a post something about Heather McDonald, like loving like women that state their opinions or things like that, even when it goes against. Obviously, it seemed like it was alluding to what he thinks of Jeff Lewis, right? Heather McDonald reposted it. I am just waiting for Scott engaged to go on Juicy Scoop. There, I said it. Like that should be a top tier Patreon. I wouldn't even buy it because so many people send me their logins and let me listen to it, but I would want to listen to that one for sure. I would just die. And then Scott posted a picture of just his own stocking that said Scott. I'm like, when you do this kind of thing, it confuses all the Jeff Lewis fans and they start DMing me like, is he engaged, broken up? What's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. So Scott, stop confusing people with these posts. Post the picture of Gage's stalking, post Stone's, post Monroe's. Like when you just post your own as a grown-ass man and you're a dad and you're dating someone that we all know about and he has a kid, like it's just confusing, right? We'll definitely talk about the Jeffrey thing. Jeffrey Lewis live. I'm loving it. What else? Kim Zolciak is back to selling her shit. I don't understand. What's it called? Like not a consignment, but what's it called when rich people sell like an auction, like Sotheby's? I mean, I don't know that Kim Zolciak would qualify for Sotheby's with the crap she's trying to sell. Old shoes, handbags that people are saying is not brand new, never been used, whatever. But, it just seems like something like that at this point because she's reposting the same stuff. So clearly, y'all are not buying her shoes. You're not buying Corey Bierman's size 13 weird shoes that it's a very specific audience, right? Like my husband is not a size 13, but he would not want to wear those shoes anyways. And I don't even know that they're a good deal. Like y'all are sending me information that some of her prices are higher, at least in the beginning were higher than retail for some of these designer bags and shoes. Like it's crazy. Like when you need money, Kim, you got to sell low to sell fast, right? Like you're wasting all your time. Just hire somebody. Somebody reach out to Kim Zolciak Bierman because this week it is Kim Z Bierman on her Instagram. Who knows? It'll be next week to help her sell her crap. Okay, what else? On Rick and Kelly this morning, I kind of expected them to share more videos from the chump Thanksgiving, or tell us more stories. I don't know. I kind of wonder, how does this work? Because when you're all at the same party and you all do public content, right? I wonder, since Rick and Kelly's show goes out first, I sort of wonder if Jeff said something like, hey, kind of save some content for my show since you were invited. Like, does he say anything? Does she ask? Does she do it out of respect? Like, it's kind of a weird situation, right? Because I kind of tuned in hoping to get some information. I didn't really get much, except that they didn't say, I don't think they announced that Poll was the big winner of Left, Right, Center, but we know one of the kids did not win. So then we knew all the kids that we had seen in the pictures all weekend. I think it was Crystal Lamas that posted the most pictures. But now I'm trying to remember. She definitely posted a picture and y'all wanted them to talk about it. Y'all wanted Kelly to talk about the picture of her and Krista kind of hugging. Like, how does that play out with Heather McDonald and all that's going on, which clearly tomorrow we might or might not get a better understanding of whatever's going on with Sarah Colonna being on Jeff Lewis Live. But I know we are all on high alert for that for sure. Bethenny Frankel. Okay, as I was going to bed last night, she posted some stories on her Instagram about one of her dog, Biggie or Smalls, and he was like she was talking about going to sleep. Now, maybe her fiance Paul is out of town. Maybe she said it in another story and I've missed it. I have seen some stories, some DMs to me saying, hey, is Bethenny and Paul broken up? I don't know. She wears her ring. Sometimes she doesn't wear it sometimes. So that makes perfect sense to me. I have stopped watching her Wednesday Bethenny YouTube show because it just drives me nuts. But a lot of times Paul would be on that. So I haven't watched. So somebody let me know in comments if you think Bethenny and Paul have broken up, if you think it's just nothing going on. It's been a lot of her content and her daughter, Bryn. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if it means anything. I don't even know what. Went to her I did go to her YouTube channel, whatever it's called, and went to watch her last Wednesday show. And then one of them I saw was called like My Housekeeper Got Canceled. And I'm like, I am not playing your clickbait game again, Bethenny. Got me once, you're not getting me again, because you did that a long time ago saying something about your housekeeper. Like, I pissed off my housekeeper and there was nothing about it. It was nothing mean at all. So I'm like, I'm not playing your clickbait game. But I am invested. I do want to know if her and Paul are still together because it's Bethenny Frankel. I've loved her for so long, so I'm super curious. And he's often been on her Instagram, and I haven't seen him. Okay, thank you, Amy. Bethenny posted something at Paul's parents' house on Thanksgiving Day. But also, some of y'all are messaging me about these cryptic lives or things that Joey Zolciak is saying, and wondering if him and his husband Brian are still together. I don't know. I haven't asked him personally. But I saw pictures of Brian in the back seat, it looked like, of some stories of his on Instagram. So who knows? Y'all, I've been a fan of reality TV for so long that I am used to people like playing off or like posting something to like remove the scent or whatever it's called. We even talked last week whenever Heather McDonald was apparently talking about some guy very close to Jeff, almost alluding if it's his brother Todd Lewis, saying that he's got some Facebook group or some social media account that he handles, and it's like a hate group for Heather. And then it said it was a he. So I'm like, who is she talking about? Is it really a he? Who has a hate group for Heather McDonald? If they have, nobody's told me about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't want anybody to have a hate group, but I'm sure at this point it would be talked about and I would see about it somewhere if it was truly a hate group, right? But is she just saying it's a he to get the scent off, like to confuse everybody? No idea. Speaking of confusing, sort of. Andy Cohen live. I mean, I love him and John. I really do. The stuff that Andy shares about his kids, like being sick all weekend and passing this virus back and forth from each other. I mean, I want video because I literally want to see John Hill's face. Like the look on his face has to be like, ew. And he was talking about ex-boyfriends, and Andy Cohen was like, I'm your only ex. Like, there's nobody else but me. I'm like, that ship has sailed. I sort of love that they have this like banter back and forth because I can like feel the tension. But every time I have DM'd uh, John Hill, and I've seen him once. I saw him come into Jeff Lewis's pre-BravoCon party. I didn't go over and say hi to him though. He was busy, but I sort of wanted to be like, hi, I am Sarah, Jeff Lewis obsessed, because I do have a friendly DM conversation with him and wanted to introduce myself, but I didn't because he denied a few weeks ago, a month ago. So when I was like, what is this tension going on between you and Andy? Like, y'all sound pissy all the time. You don't want to talk about his kids. He seems irritated by that because he's a single dad. That's all he seems to want to talk about is his kids. And I'm just fascinated by the fact that they ever dated. Like, I just don't think they could ever go back to dating again. So let me know if you think they could. I love that Andy is kind of at a point where he knows he needs some time away from his kids because he did mention going up to his beach house and having like 24 hours alone and kind of, refreshing himself, which I love and respect as a parent for sure. But I love that he's sort of an advertisement for people that haven't had kids or have made the decision not to have kids. I think it's like, if you listen to Andy Cohen, you've got to be like, yes, he is talking me into the decision to not have kids. Because I mean, as cute as they can be, he tells us all the highs and lows, and he tells us all the really interesting parts that maybe some people are like, ooh, maybe that's not for me. I don't know. Yes, Joyce on YouTube says that's what kids do. They pass sickness on to the sibling and the parents. So, I love it. As a mom of 5 kids, I love the conversation of like Ben falling off of his bed and waking up and, Andy's like, I'm sad that he fell off. I'm sure it startled him, but I also think it's kind of funny and sweet. And I'm like, absolutely. There's a lot of funny parts of being a parent that, you can laugh about at the time, but 5 years later, you can definitely laugh about it. And falling out of the bed is definitely one of them. I don't know what y'all are talking about on YouTube. They bash. Oh, you're talking about the Reddit group. Yeah, but I couldn't tell if that's what Heather was talking about. Was that the Reddit group? Yes, Bravo and Stoned on Instagram says, did you return Smangela's necklace? Absolutely. It was actually Yesum's. Wait, what did I call her name? What name did I make her? Okay, I don't remember what I really called her. Bisham? I think I called her Bisham. My friend Bisham. It was Smangela's. So Smangela, loaned me the Chanel necklace that I wore at the Jeff Lewis pre-BravoCon party. Returned that within a week. And another friend, Bisham, loaned me another gorgeous designer necklace that I wore, I think, to the Heather McDonald live night in Las Vegas. And then recently, Bisham loaned me another designer purse that I returned within a couple of days of, where did I even wear that? Oh, to this gala here in Houston. I'm like, I don't even know where I'm going anymore. You know what I mean? What else? I think that is all for, we didn't talk about 90 Day Fiance. Oh my gosh. Are y'all into 90 Day Fiance? There are so many, but the way I care about these people and the way I love that my friend Sarah Fraser with the Sarah Fraser Show is keeping me up to date on TikTok and Instagram through her podcast with 90 Day Fiance. I think today she's got, what's her name? Oh my God, Chantel from the Chantel family. That girl has definitely learned how to spin herself off from a 90 Day Fiance show and make some money for sure. That's on my recorded list. I don't even have time to watch it for sure. But 90 Day Fiance season 10, episodes 3 and 4, I watched yesterday. They're 2 hours long, y'all. But the good news is, actually, I was watching it on demand, so I couldn't even fast forward. Like some commercials they take out, but some you actually have to listen to. So that's when I would like run to my kitchen and get some more charcuterie to eat. But I just don't pay attention to the ones that I'm not interested in. But the ones I'm very interested in is Justin, this 36-year-old guy from Moldova, which is, we know from another family on 90 Day Fiance, is a very male-dominated culture still to this day, right? Like trans are not accepted in general. I'm all speaking in general. But he is dating for the past 15 years or so a trans woman named Nikki who's 47. Okay, so a little bit of an age gap, not too much. He doesn't want to have sex with her, and she really is offended by this. Like, I think it's hurting her feelings. And I think it's because for a while, I don't know exactly when they first started dating, he did not know that she was trans and had had surgery. And ever since he does know, I think it does affect how he feels about her sexually. But he also sounds kind of like Oscar, the voice. He sounds like the sexuality where you kind of have to have a relationship, lovely feelings between someone before you want to like hop into bed. And she doesn't seem like that into that. And it's starting to affect her. And I'm not sure they're going to last, but don't ruin it for me. I don't make time to follow the 90 Day people on Instagram. So I don't know what's currently going on. So I love kind of watching it as it's on TV. And I don't want to know, did these people already break up? Did they already divorce? Is it going anywhere? I sort of like watching it in real time. I also don't watch the previews for the next show. Why is Victoria asking, is it snowing there? Is it supposed to snow where I'm at? It's only like 50 degrees here. So anyways, who knows? One I'm sort of into, but they're kind of reminding of this other Devon female. She's 24 that dated another Korean guy that I think they've already split up, right? They ended up having 2 or 3 kids. A Korean guy named Nick, who's 31, and he's apparently going to move, I think, to Arkansas and join her, like some small town. He's got to lose the nickname Piggy. Like, I'm sorry, I understand they're different cultures, but at some point, Piggy as a nickname is not cute. By TV standards, she is a tiny bit chubby to normal, okay? And she's 24. Like, I don't want to hear the nickname Piggy. I think she's kind of over it. And she's like, I've told you a couple of times, like, stop doing it, right? And he's like, well, it's different. Like, I'm Korean. And I'm like, I don't care. I'd be like, you know English. Like, it's not a translation thing. Like, stop doing it. This witch, Ashley, that lives in New York with Manuel. Where's Manuel from? Somewhere like Colombia or somewhere like that. Where's he from? I can't remember. Hold on, I wrote it down somewhere. Anyways, I don't think they're going to last. There's so many red flags. The people that I know are hanging on by a thread, Gino and freaking Jasmine. Did anyone else have to look at her amazing body, granted, bought and paid for on a credit card, his credit card, her big boobs, her butt, this nurse outfit, and then Gino in this too snug scrubs doctor outfit that they played. The fact that they can almost go to Bone Town with the cameras in the bedroom totally fascinates me. Like, they really get into it as if cameras aren't there. Like, they are probably the best at, yes, her lips. I wonder if that's makeup, like to make her red lips, because she seems to kiss him and she doesn't ever leave red lipstick marks, right? So it's kind of weird. They are so incredibly and crazy though. And then it comes out that she is lying to him about spending the money on her butt implants. That is a huge, like, we know Patrick had a butt implant. What's it called? Brazilian butt lift. That is, and I learned this from Dr. Dubrow on Botch. That is one of the most dangerous plastic surgeries to have. Like, the most people die from that. She takes part of the money that he gave her for a wedding dress, uses it on this procedure, never tells him, and also loaned or borrowed $2,000 from her ex. What's his name? Dean or Dane? And that guy makes him so jealous. And she hasn't yet told him that. I'm just dying. I cannot believe I waste 2 hours of my time on these shows. Some of them are only an hour, which I love, but 2 hours is a lot. But like I said, all you got to do is fast forward through the people you don't really love. There's another one, Sophie, who's 23 years old. She's fascinating me because she says she was rich, but then I look at her teeth and I'm like, I don't know. Do rich people not get you braces when you need them? She apparently moved out from her house at like 16 or 17. So that's some sort of red flag. Now her family gives her no money. So there's definitely some juice going on there. She's dating some poor guy named Rob who doesn't even have a bathroom in his LA. Is it called Compton? Whatever the name of the streets are, the area of LA that he lives in, doesn't even have a bathroom. They have to like walk across this little area, this little outdoor area to go to take a bathroom and go to the shower, which is a lot. Like that's literally a lot. What else? Justin, the trans, like she's super skinny up here and her face, her boobs are super big, her waist is tiny, and then she's got a gap this thick between her legs. Like, I do not know what's going on, and she seems to wear jeans that totally show this off. She definitely has a butt job. She's got this big bubble butt. The legs almost look like it's almost the Kim Kardashian butt, where it's like tiny waist, big square rectangular butt, and then these tiny little legs. I do not know what's going on. That's exactly who it reminds me of, though. Kim Kardashian's body. And it's not in a good way. Like I almost like Khloe Kardashian's body better than Kim's. I mean, I like all of them. They're all freaking amazing and bought and paid for, but it's fascinating to me. Oh my God. Somebody says Kim K looks way better than Nikki. Erica says that on Instagram. Yeah. Some parts, it's like one of those people where you look at them and they're super pretty, and then and 5 seconds later, you're like, ew. That's how Nikki's face is to me. Like she is a professional makeup artist. She takes 1 to 3 hours to get ready every day. That would get on my last freaking nerve, even as a girl. But at some point, I look at her and she's so pretty. I don't know if it's filtered or far away. And then sometimes her face just looks not super pretty, right? Oh my goodness. I am fascinated by this show. Let me know if you're watching. Get started binging. I'm on episode 4. I think a lot of them are out, maybe all of them. I just had to finish 90 Day Fiance the other way. 90 Day Fiance before the 90 day, the one where they went on this vacation to save their marriage. I mean, there's so many freaking franchises. It drives me insane. Okay, y'all are already asking comments. Okay, I will tell you, my girl Paige, I did send her a text and ask her what that dig was. It sounded like a dig anyways. Jeff is listing all the people. Okay, let's talk. Justin Martindale and Carrie Lewis are on Jeff Lewis Live today. The after show is Poland Patrick. They talk a lot about the Jeff Lewis chump Thanksgiving. He gives a list of all the people that were there. He tells us the games they played, what time he left in order to get Monroe to bed on time, which was actually super sweet. The Jeff Lewis, his game that he loves, left, right, center. But at some point, yeah, he asks about Paige Davis wasn't there. And he says she was invited. Why wasn't she there? And Carrie says, oh, Jeff, why do you have to bring this up or something like that? Like it sounded like she wanted to change the subject. And then they do. But I was like, I follow Paige Davis on Instagram, and I know that she was posting because a lot of chumps were so sweet to like tell her, oh, things are going to go well with your family. I think it's her sister she hadn't seen in a couple years, and the niece and nephew or somebody was going to be there. Her dad, Jimbo, who's super fun. By the way, I get to meet anyone that's going to be at the December 21st Jeff Lewis Live event. Jimbo, the man, is going to be there. I cannot wait to meet him. He's got so many fans on Paige Davis's Instagram. So funny. Make sure you're following her. I think it's is it Paige? Might be a shortcut. Paige Davis is definitely her thing, but I think it's Paige DAV or PAIDAV, something like that. It's a shortcut. Anyways, he's so cute, so funny. I love that. But there's no drama. Like I don't understand what that comment was. Y'all are talking about it in comments. Yeah, I don't know. Because there was no drama. I think she was always planning to be in New York with her family. And she even made a story about like chumps were being so sweet to like message her and say, oh, I hope everything goes well with your family. I know you're nervous and you haven't seen each other in a while and there's some drama going on there. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? All of us have that not great angle. Wait, what's a good angle? Just Josh. Do y'all have not a good angle? What's going on? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Yeah. Oh, from Greece. Shout out Angie. Wait. Oh, Angie X. I thought that was Angie K from Salt Lake City. I was like, oh my God. I was like, is she following me and she's on here from Greece? I would just die. Speaking of Kathy Hilton, oh, speaking of people that follow me that I love so many people. I love everyone that follows me, but some people really have a special place in my heart. Oh my God, Kathy Hilton is another grandma. I can't remember if we talked about this last week. I think we did on Friday. That Paris Hilton and her husband welcomed another baby named Jordan, a little girl. No, London, a little girl. So now her oldest son, who's only like 11 months, is a big brother. So very sweet. Oh, Kathy Hilton was on Hoda and Jenna. Oh, that means she's in New York getting ready for her Wednesday night Watch What Happens live appearance with her daughter Paris. I cannot wait. I am manifesting that on one of my LA trips, Kathy freaking Hilton invites me to come to her house or come have coffee with her and just chat. Like, I want mom advice. Y'all know my mom has been gone almost 5 years. So, we navigate the teenage years and all these past 5 years of our 5 kids without my mom's assistant or my dad. He's already gone too. I need Kathy Hilton to step in and give me some advice. You know what I mean? Like, I would just die. And I want to try caviar for the first time with her. And on a baked potato sounds delicious. Sounds like a great time to try it. Okay, Jeff is talking, and they've got this new intro. Jeffrey Lewis Live. Do you love it? I sort of love it. I'm dying. They didn't talk about it at all, which I thought was disappointing. I love Jeffrey. So for anyone that's wondering, Jeffrey seems to be like the quick decision, the bad influence, the kind of the devil on Jeff's side. And then Jeff is the angel. So I sort of love that whoever does the recordings has made like intros into the commercials and it says Jeffrey Lewis Live. I kind of hope they keep it. Let me know if y'all like it in comments. I thought it was super funny. They were talking about porch pirates. Jeff Lewis Live. What is it? jefflewismerch.spiritsale.com. If you just go to jefflewismerch.com, it is the official website, and they're doing free shipping today on all their merch. I think there's no minimum, I don't know, with code Jeffrey. So Jeffrey. So go there, get your stuff for yourself, treat yourself. I've got a couple of items that I've kept. I've got the Shout Out Shane original t-shirt, fits just fine, doesn't smell like smoke, hasn't shrunk in the wash. And then I bought some like coffee mugs and water cups that I since have given away to other, I would say friends, but some of them are not friends anymore, if you know what I mean. Lovers, now lovers. They were friends at the time that I gave them to. Okay. I have owned 3 different Honda Odyssey minivans that now Todd and Carrie are the new owners of. I loved my Honda Odyssey. So we ordered one. So our oldest is born in 2001. So at that time, September 11th, it just happened. All of us are old enough to remember that, the world, the US was in craziness, the finances, they were financing cars for 0%, all this stuff, selling cars really cheap, except the Honda Odyssey. We had to special order it. I was lucky to get $500 off the flat retail MSRP or whatever they call it, but because they weren't doing any deals on that car. But I love now, I always had a top of the line. So they are called Elite. We had the Elite Touring, which I don't know what that meant, but it did come with the vacuum that they talked about not working at all because it really doesn't. It's kind of useless, but it was exciting at the time. Between the 3 different ones that we've owned over the years, now I have a Suburban, so I don't have one anymore. But oh my God, the way I miss the sliding minivan doors. So when Carrie was talking about, how excited Pepper and Quinn are for it, it is the best to be walking out of Target and just push the button and the doors just open. If it's raining, if it's hot, if it's cold, the kids, if they're old enough, they can just pop themselves into their cars or their seatbelts. It's amazing. But I'm very disappointed that I never got mine like blacked out and super cool looking. Like I did. My first one was like this blue gray color. The next one was like a tan. I might be getting those mixed up. Maybe my first one, my 2002, was a tan, like beige, so boring. And the last one was cool and black. But I never had it like the cool wheels and all this other crap that he's getting done. I was just dying that it doesn't make sense to me. And Todd, you're wrong. Why put the car in before the holidays? You knew there was going to be multiple days with Thanksgiving that nothing was going to get done. You could have been driving the car, but no, instead, he's too embarrassed to drive it like from the factory. You know what I mean? Like it's top of the line elite, and he's too embarrassed to drive it. Like that's crazy. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of comments that weren't going up. Um, Rick was rude to Justin on Thanksgiving. I think they were saying, I think even Paul and Patrick, they were saying maybe Rick got a little too much tequila, right? I do know Rick and Kelly talked about opening this $500. I forget how you'd even pronounce it. Click, whatever that orange, the orange yellow expensive champagne is. My girlfriend Schmangela loves it. It's her favorite. But it was $500, and they show a video of them opening it, and they pop the bottle like Todd does, and it almost hit Chaz Dean in the face. Like, can you imagine? Not good. But I don't even think anyone drank it. Like they brought this champagne not chilled to the event already. So I don't think anyone ever drank it. Like it got wasted. Vouv, yeah. So fancy. I'm not into, I do not like champagne. Like, oh, I don't like it at all, but it would have to have a lot of orange juice in it for it to be acceptable to me. Um, what else? Snow White. Justin is so right. I have met Snow White now multiple times. She is a deceptive bitch. She can be super nice and like calm. She is always in Polar Patrick's arms, just laying there so sweet. She does easily go to other people, but you know what? Every other time she's like snipped at me. Like, I don't know what is going on with that dog, but she definitely has multiple personalities. She becomes nice, she becomes mean. Paul told me recently it depends on if she's eating her chicken or not. So I guess if she's hungry, then she can be a bit snippy with you. But I don't know her food schedule. I don't know when I meet her. I guess no, I've met the first time I met her was at the Hollywood Houses season 1 party. That party was 12 to 3, so it was during the day. I think all the other times I've met her at night or met, yeah, them at night. But she can be a bitchy little dog for sure. But you know, she's 12 years old, I guess almost 13. So Snow White 90210, Poland Patrick's little dog, bitchy little deceptive bitch, as Justin called her. What else? Okay. Jeff was talking about the Jeff Lewis Facebook groups and the ones that, like, if you say pissy stuff, they'll kick you out. So that is the reason I left most of those groups. I am only in all things Jeff Lewis Live, which I don't get enough time to go over with because honestly, I've got a Jeff Lewis obsessed, social media platform on every platform. So keeping up with the comments and the on all of those is a lot. But I did start a Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group only because the only difference between it is that the all things Jeff Lewis, they pre-approve your posts. And I wanted people to be able to post instantly whatever they have to say. Now, are there some drawbacks? Yes, because some people don't have, the brain enough to say, hey, I've said over and over, this is a nice, respectful, fun fan account. It's not a hate group. It's not for mean shit. There's plenty of other Facebook groups to go and do that crap in. So every once in a while, we have to babysit people. But for the most part, all you have to do, trust me, is hit the right button that says like report this to an admin, and whether it's a comment or a post, and then me or Melanie, who's the other admin that helps me with the group, we can make a decision if we want to take it off or not. But I saw some nonsense this morning saying that there was a mean, not mean. I mean, it's mean if you're Stu, a comment that somebody was saying about Stu, and it came from my Facebook group. And I'm like, I don't know anything about it. It was also a name that didn't sound like a Facebook name, like it wasn't a real person's name. So I wasted my time. That's why my hair's still in a ponytail. I was actually going to wash my hair and have it down for y'all. Instead, I ran out of time. And so I'm like researching, seeing if this member is in the group, but I made a post and then I deleted it because it wasn't even from my Facebook group. Apparently it was on one of my Instagram reels. Well, I mean, I make reels all the time. So, and I try to see all the comments, and I like some of them, but sometimes I have to like when I don't have as much time to read them all. So I did delete that. But, this thing also was in another Facebook group, one of the mean ones, one of the bitches people, and saying that they got it from my Facebook group and that, oh, she must have deleted it. Just ask me. I really am an open book when I'm allowed to be. And I don't delete a lot of stuff from my Facebook group. I do. If someone wants to write something and come off as a bitch about themselves, I'm going to let them come off because people are just going to, come at them anyways in comments. And maybe they'll decide to edit themselves or delete themselves. But unless it's extremely cruel or what have you, I really don't delete a lot of posts or comments because I really want people to be grown ass people. Yes, reality TV. You don't have time for all that. People better chill. Exactly. So, anyways, oh my gosh, our oldest Robin are almost exactly the same age. Almost exactly. Anyways, I won't tell you when. Thank you. I got this from I've had this for a while now. I don't know the brand, whatever that brand is. Can you see that? I have no idea what brand that is. Anyways, I remember when I bought it, but I've had it for a while. Thank you. What else? Okay, so I think it was on the after show. Jeff was finally giving us some information about this guy. So he does say Paul and Patrick are like accepting like dick pics for dating him, and they're giving it to him on Instagram, but he's still, so I thought, oh my God, something went on with this other guy that he's been on 3 dates with, that he was seeing like once a week. Now we know he's still seeing that guy, so he's just kind of open to what have you. He is about to go on his 4th date soon. The guy is Latin, so he's diverse. Shout out Jeff for being diverse, but he's known the guy for like 5 years. So I'm trying to backtrack and do the math. This is all, so he said this guy tends to like call him or DM him, text him, whatever, whenever either one of them are between guys, right? So he's definitely said that he's dated him like between Stu and Scott, which I've done the math, y'all. It was like 12 hours, literally. So I'm not exactly sure the details on that. But he says he's Latin. I think he told us last week he's 38. This new guy he's going to go on a date with is in his early 30s. So he was like 21 when Jeff was like 21 when he was born. So I love that Carrie reminds him, you were still straight when this guy was born. Because remember, Jeff didn't come out. And I don't even know that Jeff I think he said, I think Jeff, even on the podcast he did with Zach Noe Towers, which is so good. Forgot the name of it. It's on Netflix as a joke. No. Is that what it's called? After Hours with Zach Noe Towers. It is such a good interview. Go find that on the Sirius XM or podcast. It was done about 2 or 3 months ago. But Jeff says he was really into girls, like had a really, he was in love with a couple of girlfriends that he dated, had a really good sex life with them. So I'm not even sure that Jeff felt bisexual. I don't remember if he said all of those things, but he didn't come out as a gay man until like 26 or so. And clearly he's never looked back since then. But whoever this guy is, this 38-year-old Latin guy, he's definitely come within, but I don't know that he's ever mentioned him on some of these dating stuff, right? I don't think him and Heather dated. I think that kiss came from like one of those socials that fraternities and sororities go to. Yeah. I don't think he dated Heather. But anyways. What else? But he talks about wanting to go to dark restaurants because, he needs his chin done. He wants a lower what do you call it? A lower facelift done. And then he talks about at the Thanksgiving thing, Krista being super honest with him, telling him, dude, you're doing too many threads. Like when you gain weight, when you lose weight, they're too tight, they're too loose. I mean, I sort of love that Krista is super honest with him and tells him. I also think MJ is probably someone that's super honest with him, right? Yeah, it was a drunken kiss at a college party. Oh, the new potential date is Latin. Oh, the second guy is Latin. How did I get that confused? So the 30s guy is Latin, not the 38-year-old dude? How did I get that confused? Oh, I guess I was distracted while listening. Wait, what? Wait, somebody knows the name of him? Jeff is dating Hervé Villachez. More man than he can handle. Wait, somebody sent me a picture over the weekend, but y'all were saying, because y'all are all trying to figure it out, y'all thought it was hot. What's his name? Not Hot Josh. That's another guy. Oh crap, what's his name? I don't remember what his name was. A squirrel ran by. Exactly. Okay. Jeff talking about why he left. So Pola and Patrick were like, why did you leave Thanksgiving so early? Like, we were ready to play another left, right, center game. Y'all, he was Hot Joe. He was trying to be considerate of Monroe, who her bedtime is like 8:45. It was already past that. But Jeff was trying to be considerate because the next day she was going to Daddy Gage's house, and he didn't want her to be like crabby and tired for that. So maybe things are on the mend. I think Jeff is making changes, reevaluating things like what's working for him, what's not working for him. And we all know that Monroe wins, Jeff wins, Gage wins when they're all getting along. So hopefully they will get along better. I just realized it's already 41 minutes, y'all. Okay, let's leave time for questions. What do you want to chat about? Anything and everything, almost. I thought the present guy was Latin. I know, I got it confused too. I'll have to go back and listen. Maybe he'll tell us more. Oh, it's a joke about who he's dating? Oh, I don't even know. Oh my gosh. I thought that name sounded familiar. That's the little person that played Tattoo on Fantasy Island. May he rest in peace, Monica said. Okay, I mean, I am blonde. And I'm very naive, but I take things when you say, yeah. I spoke about 90 Day Fiance for way too long. I mean, I could talk 90 Day Fiance for hours, though. Y'all have to know that. It's an obsessive show of mine. That, House Hunters International, my love affair with the guy from the lottery dude, David, what's his last name? Mongrant or something, whatever his name is, David. Oh, David. Oh my God, I love him so much. What else? The future fix up is Latin. I don't know. I think we're all confused on who it is. Right, Lisa? The future guy is Latin, not the current guy. Okay, well, who's the current guy then? Is he just a boring old white dude? Is that why Jeff's not telling us that he's Bromstad? Yes, David Bromstad. Oh, like I want to go to Orlando just to run into David Bromstad at Orlando at Disney World. Oh my gosh, the plane. Wait, what are y'all talking about, Billy? Billy on YouTube, Melanie, thanks. Wonder how much he pays. I bet a lot. I can do 20 for $30. Wait, what? Oh, thank you, Melanie, for running everybody. Please hit the like button. Please comment. Please share my information if you were lucky enough to have another reality TV gossip friend in your life or a Jeff Lewis fan. Oh my God, you were so lucky. Do not forget, if you are coming or you know someone that's coming to the December 21st Jeff Lewis Live event, we are going to have meetups. I'm there from like the 21st morning to the afternoon of the 22nd. We are going to meet up. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll put everything at Jeff Lewis Obsessed or the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. There's an events tag, and that's where things will be easier for us to keep up if you are coming to the show. Don't worry if you don't have a ticket. Lots of people will have to sell their tickets between now and then. So make sure you're in all the big Jeff Lewis Obsessed or Jeff Lewis Facebook groups. That's probably where people will post it. They'll post it in the Jeff Lewis Obsessed one also. So don't worry if you don't get it, if you don't have a ticket now. It is so fun to meet other Jeff Lewis fans. It is going to be so much fun. I'm just dying and cannot wait. December 21st, cannot get here soon enough. But also, y'all let me know in comments what you're wearing. I almost scratched my finger. I finally got my nails done. If you didn't see on Instagram, they're black. I love a black nail shellac. He keeps calling it Chumpmas. So I'm like, do we need to dress holiday? Do we need to dress up? Like, y'all send me pictures on Instagram of how you're going to dress, because I need to know that I'm not too dressed up or too casual. Like, maybe he'll tell us as it gets closer. But people like, we got to shop, we got to plan, we got to pack, we got to fly out. You know what I mean? Yes, the biggest stress is what to wear, Lady Grace says. I mean, I found something cute. Something on Cup She came up. And it was like this plaid long sleeve dress with a little bow at the waist. Oh my God, I had ruffles. It was so, and it's $31.99, y'all. It was amazing. But super Christmas. It looked super cute. It looked super me. But then I thought, if it's on Cupshe, is everyone going to own it? Like, I've never bought from Cupshe, but I kind of want to now. Ask Alyssa what to wear. I really don't like bothering them with questions because I feel like they get so many DMs. You know what I mean? Sarah, just wear a pretty Christmas skirt with a festive Santa sweater. Don't know that I'm doing a Santa sweater. That might be. Oh, y'all have seen it too. See, I think everyone. Libby Hunter said I almost ordered it. Yes, I feel like everyone's going to have it. So maybe I won't. Oh my God, Raquel, you're so not wrong. Jeff is not a great planner, I've noticed. I mean, just like y'all keep asking me if I'm going to go to the January Jeff Lewis live show. I'm like, he hasn't even announced it. Like, he's got to realize people want to fly out for things or make plans. A kitty sweater. No, she's way too tiny for me, but Sutton would maybe loan me her kitty sweater. I would just die. Oh my gosh. Ooh, a leather skirt. That's a good option. Ooh, Hollywood House of Season 2 comes out December 6th. December 6th is when that comes out. I cannot wait. I just reshared, I think on my TikTok, but maybe on my Instagram, the Amazon Freebie promo they did, or whatever what are those things called? Whatever that's called. Anyways. Oh, Michael Riley, you're always welcome at the house in Orlando. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all, when I tell y'all I love DMing with y'all and meeting y'all, talking on the phone, it is so, so fun. Oh my God. I mean, as if BravoCon isn't the best, ChumpCon is even better. And that's what we're going to make of December 21st to December 22nd. So if you live in the LA area or you can get to the West Hollywood, LA area, whether you have a ticket or not, we will manifest that you get a last minute ticket. Promise you, people always have to sell their tickets last minute. They always do. So make plans, get that flight, get your hotel. We're staying at the I posted it. What's it called? It's in the Facebook group, SLS Marriott, maybe hotel. So that's where all the action is going to happen. We're going to have so much fun in the hotel lobby. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. Anyways, okay, well, we've gone over a little bit. Thank you so much for joining me, Chumpettes. It is so much fun to join live. If you are watching on the replay, thank you so much. Make sure to like and comment. We still want to chat with you. Like, just because you can't join live doesn't mean we don't want you in the conversation. I love reading comments. I do try to reply to as many of them as I can. So please make sure. Yes, I will definitely update you on all the exciting news that I'm going to share with y'all. I've got a big meeting on Wednesday. I'm still waiting. I'm still manifesting this big email, y'all. So please manifest that this person responds to my email in a very positive way. I was given their information by somebody who highly recommended that I reach out to them, and it would just be amazing. But there's so much else that I just can't share with y'all yet. So anyways, bye, Chumpettes.